because we appreciate your point of view. And I ask you to yield, Mr. Ranking Member, because in the article that was in the New York Times, they talked about a point where news articles started revealing.
The gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman from California.
Can I ask unanimous consent to be given an additional 30 seconds?
Without objection?
Go right ahead.
Thank you.
One gentleman will suspend. Each side will get an additional 30 seconds. The gentleman is recognized.
That gives him a minute.
I thank my friend and very distinguished gentleman from California. When the articles came out that troops were dying because of inadequate body armor, a senior Pentagon official wrote to his colleagues, and that letter was made available to the Times. I think our analysts, properly armed, can push back in that arena, close quotes. Now, I suspect you are going to be asked to comment on military things, and we are going to listen very intently. But if the Pentagon asked you to say something that you knew not to necessarily be the truth, you wouldn't do it. The problem is we have quotes from senior military officers saying they were concerned that their employer, their military contract employees, would lose access if they didn't do what the Pentagon asked. That's what we're trying to get at.
Gentleman's time has expired. The gentleman from New Hampshire is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm afraid that my distinguished colleagues on the other side are laboring under a misapprehension. This amendment is very simple. First, it codifies long-standing policy prohibiting propaganda, domestic propaganda. Second, it calls for an investigation into whether or not the Pentagon had a concerted program to mislead the American public and this Congress. This amendment deals with what strikes at the very heart of our democracy. We must trust our military. We must have the truth. We make decisions of life and death in this chamber when we send people off to war. The American people deserve the truth. This amendment will deliver the truth to the American people.